Okay. Uh, Hello. I'm going to talk to you something about a very important thing in life, and it's about having hope and meaningful and joy and enjoying life, even without having obstacles and challenges. And actually, is it possible to have that kind of perfect life fulfilled with hope and fulfilled with joy, with everything? Is there a reason for life? Is there a meaning for life? So I was with this thinking, and I'm reminded to a movie that I watched this recently about. Mainly it's about two teenagers who fall in love and who had good relationships. The theme has been actually it happened in the hospital where they were following a lung infection genetic disease called um, cystic um, fibrosis. It's very hard disease, so they have to wait for their treatment for a long time. And their name is major ones are Stella, the lady, and then Will. Both are in their 17 years old, so they were expecting their days. They are also expecting some kind of treatment so that they can live longer. But between them, the special thing is Stella is more hopeless, and she has a kind of problem of having a control in life and control of others. This is a syndrome. So Will has been more hopeless than her, and then he saw that she had better life, so he wanted to relate with her, and then he finds hope through her. Then they become more connected. But in the process, they could not have that close relationship because of doctors' regime, because this infection can be transmitted if they are closer than 5 feet apart. That's the theme of, or the title of the movie. So the doctor said you have to stay 5 feet apart, even if you have a desire, even if you have a will to have a relationship and enjoy life and find what you are hoping from somebody. The doctor's protocol and the rules are protecting them. So that was their situation. But even with that, they started to find one another, and they had a lot of things they shared. But finally, they could not connect to the level they wanted. So when I relate this to my story, I also had many things in my life. I had plans, I had different kinds of hopes and intentions, but I could not have. I remember my first love with my before my wife. I had the same, actually not that level, but I had also challenge. But God helped anyway. I had another person, that's my wife, who could come in between, and I could um, get to have successful life. Anyway, it was not good. I don't want to remember. And finally, when I come to the movie, and Stella has also asked Will to pass that rule and to break that rule and enjoy life, even if life is very short. Let's enjoy. So let me take this as a model for us. So do we really have enjoyable life, a meaningful life? Can we really achieve that in ourselves? Because this is a world, broken world, full of challenges, We don't know what's happening and we can't control everything. So we have to surrender some of the things that we value because it's beyond our control. So when I think about this relationship between the two, I am reminded about the Creator, how He created deep in us the longing and the friendship and the love that we want to know others and to be known and to have a meaningful life and enjoy life irrespective of the things. This is what God created in human beings. But we are searching that if we don't have clear relationship with the source, with the original Creator, God Himself, He wants to relate with us and He wants to care for us. But the limit or the distance between Him and us, because of our sinful nature, because of humankind's sinful nature, is very wide, the gap. Then God created a means to make closer relationship even with Him. How did He do that? That is through, the Bible tells us that is through the cross. When Christ died on the cross, He has given us better way and best way to relate with Him. We don't want to be apart from our origin, our source. So He has a plan to live in us and we live in Him. He doesn't want rules that keep us apart from Him and from His original plan. So, finally, how did the movie end? It was without them achieving their desire. That Stella had in a coma and she's going to die. Will is surviving, but even at that intensive care unit, he could not have a closer relationship because of that. The medical protocols and guidelines that keep them apart for their benefit. So, let me conclude like this. Are we really taking serious life? Are we really serious in life? Do we want purposeful and meaningful life? Do we want to enjoy life without limits, without having things that keep us apart, even with God, the origin? He wants us. He calls us. He comes to us. So, do we respond today? This is a good news because of Jesus' death and resurrection. His life is with us. Are we willing even at this final stage? Thank you so much for responding. I expect you also take this advantage to follow His call.